Now,
Thank you.
so today, the Story of Sydney Part 3, well, we've decided to do the live here at Bondi. Well, obviously, it's the most famous beach in Australia, but it's also, I don't know, it's got a great story. And Udo is our fantastic tour guide who's going to take us. We're actually going to go on down to the sand. We're going to go down. Maybe we'll meet up with a couple of surfers. It looks pretty nice out there. Can you see how many people are in the water? Shall we get going?
Yeah, let's get going.
Hang on, Udo, I need to introduce you. Come on over, please.
Hello there, everybody. How are you?
So,
Nice to see you all. There's a
and
few of you around. Excellent. Welcome. Welcome to Bondi Beach. We'll take you to one of the most apparently famous beaches that Australia has to offer. About 100 beaches in this beautiful city of ours. So arguably, a lot of people say, well, this may not be the most famous, the most beautiful, the best beach in the country where we are. In Sydney, everybody has their favorite beach, and everybody thinks their favorite beach is the best beach. And that's exactly how it should be. My favorite is Bondi Beach, where we are right here, right now. And the winter days in Bondi are just fabulous. So whatever time of the year you come down here, it is a great place to be and a great place to explore the beach, but not only the beach, but also, of course, the back streets of Bondi, which are quite fabulous. All right, how are you? Do you mind if we have a little chat to you? We're doing a bit of you're actually live on camera now. This is a virtual tour of Sydney. We're a tour operator that offers tours around Sydney. We stop here in Bondi as well. Okay. We'll just explain a little bit about the beach and the ins and outs. So what are you doing today? You're going out on your surf ski?
We're doing ins and outs.
Yeah, you're doing ins and outs.
Were you saying that in that context?
Yeah, of course I was.
Yeah. We've got surf skis and paddle boards.
Yeah.
So we're doing Ironman training, which is a combination of
all right,
skis, boards, running and swimming.
Do you do that every day? You come out every day?
Oh no, we do it. I mean, we do it just for fun. It's a competitive sport.
Yeah.
So
Right.
there's a surf club here and a surf club here, and they'll compete.
Are you a member of any of the surf clubs here?
No,
or?
we used to be, but these days we just do it for fun.
Just do it for fun. And how do you sit in this? You sit with your backside in that, and you have your feet strapped up.
That hole and your feet in that hole.
Awesome. And out you go straight through the waves. Today you're lucky, I suppose. They're not that bigger waves.
Today's nice. We're battling the traffic a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of traffic.
Since COVID, everyone works from home and they come down to the beach.
So you think there's a lot more surfers out since COVID these days? And
look, on a rainy day in the middle of winter,
yeah,
normally you'd have the beach to yourself.
Yeah, but that
since COVID, there must be a couple hundred people out.
Unbelievable.
Not that many, but there's, every time you want to catch a wave, there's 15 people you have to paddle through.
Well, you be careful.
It's
and
a challenge.
Yeah, it is. Don't knock anyone over. Nice to meet you, mate. All the best. Enjoy. We'll watch you get into the water. See what you can do. Let's watch them and have a little look at how they do the surf ski. And as he mentioned, it's a competitive sport, and you can be part of the Surf Life Saving Club or just private. But as you can see, they paddle right through the waves today. The waves are rather small comparatively, and therefore should be easy for him to get out. Shall we continue to walk? Yeah. Oh. So we, whoops. Is this just Helen trying to get in the picture? She loves the camera. Whenever the camera is on, you got to keep her away from it. We're going to walk up to the pavilion now, which is the main part of the beach. Sits right in the middle of the beach. These days it's owned by the council, and there's actually some renovations about to take place over the next couple of days, a couple of years. It was a big issue here with the local council if these renovations should go ahead, and why should they go ahead, and should we keep the pavilion as it is, or should we just bulldoze it down and build a whole new building, as they did if you cast your eyes over to the northern parts of the beach where the new Surf Life Saving Club has been established, which was also a big discussion. But the pavilion is the traditional building here, the historical building in Bondi. These days it's used for retail. There's a couple of cafes in there, and obviously your restrooms as well, which you can visit while you come down here on a tour with Ultimately Sydney, while we're having a little coffee break down here. Club that was created in Australia in February 1907. There were many other clubs around. This was the first one to be formally written down in the books of the city as a registered club. And as you can see, the old building is still there, and you can see the date, obviously, February 1907. So this is used today for all kinds of functions, of course, as well as the Surf Lifesavers and the club. Many members, they have stored their surf skis, the ones that you just saw up on the beach. They have them stored there, and a lot of their equipment is stored in here as well, as functions can happen up the top. There we have an interesting, I think, casualty of COVID. The Bucket List, a beautiful place. It used to be a nice bar with music on the weekends in particular. You had to actually line up here to get in on the weekends, especially on a Sunday and a Saturday. But now you have a look at it, not much happening there at the moment. So this is all going to be refurbished, and we're not quite sure what's going to come in here now. It was supposed to be from the beginning a pop-up shop anyway, and it went very, very well. A couple of cafes here. This is the only one that's still open. It looks a bit sad at the moment, but usually at this time in the afternoon, the cafes close down. If you are fond of a coffee in the afternoon like myself, you have a hard time finding a cafe that's still open in Bondi after 2 o'clock, unfortunately, but I guess that's pretty much the same in most of the places in Sydney. So here it is, the Bondi Pavilion. It's all closed up at the moment, but the pavilion is a nice little place where the council offices are. Out the back, we can't go in there at the moment, but out towards the back there is studios, which are for public use. You can rent. So it's really a building for the people. Public spaces up the top. We have the Flickr Fest every year here as well, which is held within the pavilion. A great initiative by movies that are shown here in summer. And it's a wonderful building, and it's so well used for the public, which is exactly how it should be. And in future, it will stay like that, luckily, because they're saving the building and are about to renovate it. Well, we're coming towards the other end, and we have the Surf Lifesavers just over here, probably one of the most well-known buildings in Bondi. All right, I'm about to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed your little walk through Bondi with me. I think, Helen, do you want to have a few words, or do you want me to wrap it up?
Well, I was wondering if anyone had any questions for you.
Yeah, let's hear if someone has any questions that we may be able to answer.
Udo, can you do surfing lessons on the beach?
Yeah, you can have surfing lessons on the beach. Of course, there's Let's Go Surfing is a company at the northern end of the beach. You can take surf lessons there. Very, very popular. The only surf school that we have here, and very popular. You can just book in groups of all kinds of sizes. You can go by yourself. It's a great way to learn surfing. Mm-hmm. And the instructors are very professional, and they're great people. And I've done some of those lessons with several tourist groups over the years, many a times. Great way to learn surfing, and it's a great team building experience as well. So yes, to cut a long story short, you can take lessons. Peter.
Well, it's great to see you there, but you seem to have blue sky behind you, whereas the rest of Sydney has no blue sky.
Yeah,
so thank you for putting that on for us.
Yeah, but it looks also dramatic with all those clouds in the background, doesn't it? So a bit more dramatic than just a blue sky for you, especially for today.
Thank you.
I think that I have to say I'm very impressed with your fitness level.
Oh.
Like, did you see the way he stormed across that soft sand and did not have to take a breath?
Oh,
well done. I'm very happy to have very healthy tour guides.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Izzy, is there anything else you would like to say about
Well, this is one of my favorite places that I practice yoga every morning, especially at the south end of the beach. I'm teaching classes here, especially when the weather is good.
Mhm.
But if the weather is not that good, I'm teaching in the pavilion, not at the moment because of the COVID
Yeah.
reasons. If
Yeah.
you come around, I'll be happy to give you a free class. Be my guest. They'll have a coffee here and happy to spend time with you. Thanks for joining us.
Free
Uh,
class, you heard it. Free
Yeah,
class.
Hang on. So, but we can follow you on Instagram.
SSYOGI, Easy Yogi
Izzy Yogi.
on Instagram every day.
Very active. Got some beautiful pictures on there, and you've always got lovely expressions and
Thank you.
affirmations to help us
Thank you.
get through this, because I don't know, sometimes I
So
find this
kind.
whole COVID thing,
Just so
we
just
need
so-
more inspiration. We need
We do,
more
we do.
positivity in the world,
you.
because all we're seeing in the media right now is how difficult it actually is for us. So bring on post-COVID. Love about Bondi.
Honestly, the thing that I love about Bondi is when you come here, just relax. I don't care if it's cold. I don't care if it's sunny. I don't care if it's windy, just like it is right now. Jump in the water, leave all your problems. You come out feeling fresh, and just feel peaceful when you're here. It just takes you back to a very peaceful, nice place. Yeah, that's what I love about it.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us. We
Thank
look
you.
forward to seeing on the next live virtual tour, and stay tuned.
Thank
See you
you.
guys later.
See ya.
Bye.
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 Bye.